This is Morgan at Splendid.yoga, and let's work on our shoulders and your hips, and we'll move through some pigeons, some skandhasanas, and building up to maybe the full pigeon pose, the Kapotasana. We'll see how it goes. Let's start in child's pose for now. So kneeling on the ground, set your forehead on the ground. Reach your arms in front of you. Press your right hand into the ground, slide it forward. Press your right hip back the same distance. Press your left hand into the ground, slide it forward. Press your left hip back the same distance. Press both hands down and bring your thumb and your index finger to touch so they make a diamond, and then press down through the inside of your wrist, like right behind your thumb. And then slide your diamond forward another inch. Get your head a little more forward so your neck is longer, and then press your hips back even more. Take a big inhale in. And exhale, go limp everywhere. All right. Come on up to a kneeling position. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push your torso up and come to kneel with your whole body stacked over your knees. And okay, this one's a little bit of a balance challenge. You can reach your arms out to the side, and let's start with the right leg, lift it up and then cross it over the left. Really snuggle those legs together, and we'll take the cross-legged child's pose. Melt down over your legs, press your hands forward. You can take that diamond shape again if you'd like with the hands, or reach the hands from one side or the other. Just kind of ooch your way into this pose. Let yourself feel all those big hip muscles moving around. Okay. Let's try a cow face pose from here. So you can modify this just by sitting on your foot underneath you, or you can separate your feet and sit firmly between your feet. If you have a block nearby, you could sit on a block or a pillow too. And then with the eagle arms, you can do your right arm underneath your left, give yourself a big hug, or press the back of your hands together, or go for the full bind, the double bind. You could even wrap your thumb and your index finger around each other in loops. And bring those loops to your third eye, right between your eyebrows, and sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Come up to kneeling, uncross the right leg on top of the left. Keep your balance, take your time, go slow, use your belly. And let's do the other leg. Cross your left leg over your right. Go slow, really snuggle those legs together. And the cross-legged child's pose. Reach your arms forward, set your forehead down, push your hips back. All right, let's try the cow face pose on this side. Push yourself up to a kneeling position. You can sit on that foot or separate your feet, sit on down, and with the eagle arms on this side, we'll do the left arm underneath the right. Give yourself that big hug. Maybe lift the elbows up and down here. Check out how that feels, or go for the partial or double bind. You can interlace the thumb and the index finger for that mudra, energy sealing connection. And touch your thumbs to your third eye. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Relax the arms down. Come to kneeling. Uncross the legs slowly, mindfully. Right, bring the hands to the low back. Take a baby camel. No big deal. Just lift your heart up. Keep your chin a little tucked. Now embryo. Keep that chin tucked. Sink your hips back and set your forehead down. Can you do it without touching your hands to the ground? That's pretty hard. It's okay if you have to use your hands, just the fingertips. Okay, inhale up, baby camel. So rebuild the hips on top of the knees, the heart lifting, little tuck of the chin, protect the neck. Then embryo, hips back, forehead down. Keep the neck neutral the whole time. One more time. Inhale up, baby camel. Come on up. Then tabletop, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and inhale to a cow back. Drop your belly down, pull your heart forward. And exhale, down dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips. Pedal out your dog here. Okay. High plank. Lead with the back of your heart. Then chaturanga push-up, but all the way down to your belly. Slowly, everything hits at once. Inhale, low cobra, untuck the toes. Press the whole leg down to the toenails, down. Lift the heart, lift the hands. Child's pose. Exhale and set your hands down, push your hips back. Inhale, baby camel. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, cow back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cat back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Okay, keep that left leg long behind you and press down into your legs. You can tuck that right heel in a lot if that helps with your balance. For this variation, it's okay if your right hip is floating, but let it float with integrity. Really press down and engage all those butt muscles, all those leg muscles. Now bring the belly into it too. Draw the belly button up towards your heart. And if you can, get light on your fingertips back by your hips, or bring your hands to your hips. Can you keep your balance here? Let's try a sit-up, a half pigeon sit-up. Take an inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, tap your nose to the ground. Oh, you can use your fingertips, but if you don't have to, try it without it. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Just tap the nose a little bit further this time, forward on your mat. Inhale, lift up, and we'll take the twisted half pigeon. So clasp your hands behind you to start. Then bend your elbows so your hands come to the left hip. Now you can look over your right shoulder or bring your right ear to your shoulder. It feels nice. All right, leave your right hand where it is. Take your left arm and thread it across. Yeah, and then set your left ear down. So it's like thread the needle, but you're in pigeon legs. And then that right arm that's still behind you, can you grab your big toe? Might be pretty far away. Just try for it. If this is too much, you can bring the right hand underneath the shoulder. Take some of the weight off. Should feel pretty good. All right. We'll transition here to fallen star. So check it out. Bring both hands underneath your shoulders. Now can you, at the same time, come into a fallen star by pressing up into a high plank and extend your right leg straight out to the right, then lift your left arm up. Did you see that? I'll show you again. Okay, so from the pigeon with your hands underneath your shoulders, inhale. Exhale, push up, stretch, reach. Try it one more time. Inhale, lower down, start in the half pigeon. Exhale, fallen star, push, stretch, reach. Side plank. On the other side, set your left hand down. Spin on the ball of your left foot, stack your body, reach your right arm up. Wild thing. If you love it, if you want it, you can set that left knee down if it's a little bit too much for that left wrist, or lift the right leg up and set it behind you. Reach your right fingertips towards the top of your mat. Lift your heart up towards your sky. Really slowly, knee to nose. Flip yourself back over. Inhale, scorpion dog. Push your right leg up and behind you. Squeeze that heel in towards the butt and then keep that compression, the hamstring curl. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot through heel first. Crescent moon. Inhale, set your back knee down. Lift your arms up. There's a back bend here if you love it. Revolved crescent lunge. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Curl your back toes and lift your back knee. Be strong in that back leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. Spin everything around. Plant that left heel down. Reach the right arm up. Exhale, extended side angle. You can modify it with the right arm on the thigh or bring the right hands to the outside of the right foot. Extend the left arm over your ear. Chop the pinky down towards the ground. Slide the shoulder away from your chin. Now draw your low belly up towards your heart. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that right leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Shift your hips back, tick-tock the arms. Inhale, reverse triangle. And half moon. Exhale to cartwheel onto your right leg, and maybe your right hand doesn't come to the ground, or maybe it comes to a block instead. For the Trikonasana variation, sugarcane, bends the left knee into the chest, grab the foot with the left hand, then kick the foot away from you. Think like dancer's pose on its side. Shiva squat. Okay, if you want the challenge, keep hold of that foot, or bring the left hand to the ground and draw the left knee into the nose. Squeeze that left heel up into your butt. Inhale, half moon, extend out, kick out, find that cartwheel shape, then horse pose, land on that left foot, squat down, bring the palms to the heart, press the hands into each other actively. Skandasana, to the back, to that left leg. Okay, so you can bring the hands onto the ground. Keep that left heel on the ground, okay? Work on the Achilles flexion first. The flexibility for this pose starts not in the hips, but in the ankle, the Achilles tendon. So if the heel can stay on the ground comfortably, then lower the hips down. You can spiral the right toes up towards the sky and press the palms into the heart actively. There's the bind here if you want it. Reach the left arm around the shin, right arm around your back, fingers find each other. Maybe left fingers around right wrist. Okay. Let's take the pigeon on the left side here, okay? So we haven't done this side yet. It's gonna feel a little stiffer. Take any version of pigeon that you want. So you can be really passive and just kind of slump off to a side, or you can be really strict and get some blocks under your hips, or you can slide that left heel up or back. Let it feel really good, like your very favorite version of pigeon. And if you don't have a favorite version of pigeon, if this pose is just like torture to you, could you email me or leave a comment and I can help you, I promise. Okay. Let's move back into the Skandasana really slowly. Take your time with this one, just reverse it. Then warrior two to that right leg. Inhale, lifts you up, strong legs. Reverse warrior, keep it going. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let that one go. Let's do it, one more side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, half pigeon. Inhale, lift your heart, light on the fingertips or fingertips at your hips. Exhale, dive down, sit up. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, nose to your mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, last time, slow lower. Inhale, lift up. This time we twist. Clasp the hands behind you. Bend the elbows so the fists come to the right hip. And you can stay here if this feels good. Look over your shoulder. Bring your ear to your shoulder, or take the twisted variation, that right arm sneaks underneath you to the side. The left arm stays to find the left toes, and a few minutes or a few moments rather, just to melt down into this shape. Okay, it's the fallen star transition from here. So bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Then push up to a high plank. Reach the right arm up. Kick the left leg out. Inhale. Exhale, pigeon. Slow lower back down. Inhale, fallen star. Exhale, half pigeon. Inhale, fallen star. Let's do side plank on the other side. Right hand down, spin on the ball of your right foot. Stack your body for the wild thing. You can set your bottom knee down, even if you're going into the wild thing. Or you can lift that top leg up, step it behind you. Reach the left arm towards the top of your mat. Lift your heart up towards your sky. Open your throat. Big inhale into your throat, right where it meets your chin. Exhale, knee to nose, uncoil, recoil from the belly. Inhale, scorpion dog, push it up and back. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot through your hands. Inhale, crescent moon, back knee down, lift your arms up, open the throat. Revolved crescent lunge, hook your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh, curl your back toes and lift your back knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, spiral the back heel down, lift your left arm up. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm can be on top of that thigh or behind the foot. Reach the right arm over your ear, karate chop, boop, that pinky down towards the ground. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, scooch that back foot in a bit. Exhale, triangle pose, shift your hips up and back. Press down into the ball of your big toe. Draw your ribs in. Reach your arms away from each other. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, half moon. Launch onto your left leg. Keep reaching your arms away from each other equally, like in the reverse triangle, like in the triangle. Or take the sugarcane variation, bring the right knee into the chest, grab the ankle, kick the foot away from you. Shiva squat. You can keep hold of that foot if you want. It's harder for the balance. Or bring both hands to the ground. Squeeze that right heel up towards your butt. Feel the hamstring curl. Inhale, half moon, extend it out to that cartwheel shape. Exhale, horse, land softly in your wide-legged squats. And Skandasana to your right leg this time, only so far as the heel stays on the ground. You can keep the fingertips on the ground or on blocks, or if it's comfortable, sink your hips all the way down, spiral your left toes to the sky, and there's the bind. If you want, with the right arm around your shin, the left arm around your back, and the right fingertips wrap around the left wrist. And we'll take pigeon from here onto that right hip. We've done this one a little bit more. It's going to feel a little more open, so really take advantage of that here. Melt down into your most luxurious shape. Okay, how smoothly, how gently, how lightly can you make this Skandasana? Take it slow, ease it back in. Now warrior two. Inhale, lift yourself up. Keep that inhale going, reverse warrior. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take advantage of this space. Inhale, camel pose. Set your knees down, bring your hands to your hips, or bring your forefingers to the inside of your ankles, the thumbs on the outside. If you feel anything that doesn't feel great, back out of this pose, please. Don't look around when you're doing this pose, especially if you lift your head up. You want to keep your nose on the same line as your spine. is healthier for the neck. Come on back up to kneeling, and we'll take Gomukhasana with a different arm variation. This was the cow face pose. So let's start with the left leg this time. Cross your left leg over your right. You can do this from the tabletop position or try to play around with it, trying to get to it from the kneeling. And then you can sit on that right foot or in between your feet, and then the more traditional arms will be left arm underneath, snake it up your spine, right arm up and over. If your fingertips can't quite find each other, just pretend like they can. And you can stay seated tall or you can fold forward. You've got to breathe, friends. So take a big inhale. Whatever you're feeling, feel it. Exhale and feel it even more. Okay. Let's work our way back into camel. Come up to a kneeling position. Uncross your legs. Maybe a little bit deeper this time. Hands to the low back, hands to the ankles. Maybe the toes untuck. Maybe the head dips back. Only if it feels good. There is no point to doing this if it doesn't feel good, my friends. Please let yoga feel good so that you want to do it again. Okay. Come on back up for the Gomukhasana on the other side. It'll be the right leg up and over. Snuggle those legs together. Sit between your heels, and then for the arms, the right arm underneath. Snake it up the spine, the left arm behind. Maybe the fingers find each other, perhaps no. Lovely. Take a big inhale into this shape. And let it go. Okay. Work your way back into the setup for camel. I'm going to show you an option for, okay, now this is an advanced pose, friends. This is an advanced pose that I recommend you only do for the first time with someone. You should have someone around to help you into and out of this pose the first time. So if you've never done the full pigeon pose, the Kapotasana, just watch, just enjoy the show. The next time you're in a yoga class with an advanced teacher that you trust, ask them to help you into this pose. Okay, there's that disclaimer. Here's how to get into it. Palms together, thumbs to your heart, lift up like camel pose. This time, reach the arms overhead until you can't see the biceps behind you. Now keep reaching towards the back of your mat. Keep reaching towards your toes. When your fingertips come to the ground, you stay and you lift back up. If you can't lift back up, you can't go deeper, friends. If you can't lift back up from here, you're not ready to go deeper into the pose. So do that 2 or 3 times just to tell your body, hey body, I am strong here. Don't freak out. Okay. Let's try it again. This time to go all the way in, fingertips back, touch the ground, and walk your fingertips, crawl them towards your heels so that your elbows, your forearms come onto the ground. Eventually, your toes will touch your forehead. Maybe tomorrow. Come out with control. Come out with control. Onto the fingertips. Lift yourself up. You're just rewinding that muscular movement. Oh, child's pose, my friends. Rest down. You can tap out the back if you'd like. Okay. Transition into our twist to close everything out. Take your right arm, thread it underneath your left. Then just continue that movement, that flop. Reach your left arm over you so that your left shoulder comes to the ground. And you should end up kind of in a simple reclined twist. It's a little bit of a tricky way to get there. Okay, now come back through your child's pose. Just scooch everything in there. And we'll do that on the other side. Your left arm underneath and your right arm reaches behind you, and then just let your whole weight open up so that your legs are now stacked together, pointing to the left, your head's pointing to the right. Should feel good. Come on back through center. And flip it all the way onto your back for Shavasana. Feel your body as it settles down. Get any movements, any fidgets out of your system and melt. Melt like the sun shining on an ice cream cone. A vegan ice cream cone. And this is where I'll leave you, friends. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Namaste.